Secretary General of the Sanatan Dharma Maha Sabha, Satnarayan Maharaj, has been described by the SDMS as a true fighter for the betterment of Hindus, East Indians, and by extension, the entire society. 88-year-old Maharaj passed away at midnight on Friday. He died peacefully in his sleep. Mr. Maharaj suffered a stroke in early November and had been warded at the Medical Associates Private Hospital. In Sat Maharaj's last moment, the Sanatan Dharma Maha Sabha said he held a copy of the Hanuman Chalisa, which he always kept in his possession when he was alive. The Maha Sabha said he achieved immense success in his battles for the welfare of all. Legal advisor to the SDMS, Dinesh Rambali, advised that the wake for Mr. Maharaj would start each day at 6:30 p.m. until his funeral.
There's a battery of pundits, as the nation knows, which is, they stand in tandem and in support of the Maha Sabha. These battery of pundits have already come forward, and we expect a showing of pundits every night. There may be as many as 3 to 5 pundits each night who will be present at the wake, and we're going to have reading of religious scriptures and very short discussions that may probably follow.
He said on learning of Mr. Maharaj's death, a 3-day mourning period was announced by the SDMS.
So it had started at roughly midnight last night, and we are looking at 3 days. So when we count the 3-day mourning period, that will come to an end on Monday, and Tuesday as I said, tentatively, we are looking at funeral arrangements.
Mr. Rambali described Sat Maharaj as a legend among Hindus.
Not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but the wider Caribbean region, internationally. In our program, our call-in talk show program this morning, we indicated to the community that he was highly regarded by some of the hierarchical members of the Indian government.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley offered condolences to the Hindu community on the passing of the Secretary General. Dr. Rowley, in a release, said Mr. Maharaj played a national leading role in education, religion, and culture. He described him as a tireless advocate who dedicated his life to fighting for what he believed to be worthy causes. Opposition leader Kamala Prasad Bisesa said she joined the nation in mourning a giant of a man who spent his life in service to Trinidad and Tobago, and added that she was deeply saddened by the passing of a national icon. She said Sat worked throughout his life to develop communities and build on his vision for education. His strides in cultural development and education reached to every citizen and directly touched tens of thousands. Secretary General of the Maha Sabha, Sat Maharaj, was well known for his outspoken and controversial nature. Among his many accomplishments was his victory at the Privy Council, which saw the change of the Trinity Cross, the highest national award in Trinidad and Tobago, to the Order of Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Maharaj led former weekly newspapers The Bomb and The Blast, and also fought all the way to the Privy Council for a license to open Radio Jagrati and TV Jagrati. The Hindu leader was most recently at the helm of challenging this country's sedition laws after police searched Radio Jagrati's compound on 2 occasions this year on the grounds of sedition. And in 2017, he took a stance against the outlaw of child marriages and threatened legal action against the state over the Miscellaneous Provision Marriage Act No. 8 of 2017 to see where it breached the Hindu religion. And opposition Senator Wade Mark also extended his condolences to the family of Satnarayan Maharaj. The leader of opposition business in the Senate says Mr. Maharaj has done a lot for the country.
Mr. Satnarayan Maharaj was a national icon. He was a titan. He was literally a national warrior, a national hero, a person who was always in the forefront of the struggle for freedom, for cultural, let's say, emancipation, for cultural identification.
Mr. Mark also shared with TTT what he believes is Mr. Maharaj's legacy.
A person who believes in discipline, right? Quality. And you'll realize that his legacy, to my mind, would be one in which he contributed richly and enormously to the educational development of our nation.